Hello all, myself Vedangi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So guys, my today's topic for the discussion is Section 15 of Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. So what is the main objective of this JJ Act 2015? So this act was meant to ensure providing protection to not only those children who have suffered from any criminal activity, but also to those children who have conducted or committed any petty, serious or heinous offense, so as to provide care and protection to such children. Now, the Section 15 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 lays down the procedure of conducting preliminary assessment against those children who are above the age of 16 but below the age of 18 years and they have committed a serious, heinous or a petty offense. Now, what is the main purpose of this section? What does this Section 15 of the JJ Act 2015 says? So, the Section 15 of the JJ Act 2000 was adhered to the reformative theory rather than the punitive theory. And therefore, the Section 2015, the JJ Act 2015 was amended, and after amendment, the two classifications were made. First was the offences were divided and classified into serious, petty and heinous offences, and the age of the juvenile was lowered from 18 years to 16 years of age. And according to the JJ Act 2015, a child above 18 years committing a heinous offence will be examined by the Juvenile Justice Board, comprising of a magistrate and two social workers who must have 7 years of experience, and also they must be a practicing doctor and practicing experience in the field of the child psychology. Now, why this section 15 was amended? What is the background of this amendment? So on 16th of December 2012, a girl was raped brutally and her name was Nirbhaya. And after this particular case, what was observed was that one of the offender was 17 years of age and he was the one who injected physical objects in the private parts of that girl. So after so many protests and the peer pressure of the society on the government appointed Justice Verma committee, and after so much pressure on the government was forced to amend this section and to lower the age of juveniles from 18 years to 16 years. Now there was a question that arose after this amendment, as we all know that a coin has two sides. So a debate arose that below 18 can't vote, but below 18 can be tried as an adult. Why so? Because in our country, if a person who has not attained 18 years of age, he is not entitled to vote, he is not entitled to apply for the license. But still, even though he has that political ability, that political maturity to vote for an appropriate leader, still he cannot be entitled to vote, and he is not entitled to any preliminary assessment that will judge and that will test his maturity level. But if a child who is basically above the who has not attained 18 years of age and he has committed a heinous offense, he is tried to be an adult on the basis of his maturity test. So why there is so much discrimination, why there is so much contradiction in our own laws? So this was the main backlog of this section after getting amended. So there were some cases that I am going to quote in this particular discussion that assess the loopholes in this act. So the case was Mumtaz Ahmad Nasir Khan versus State of Maharashtra, and in this case, two offenders, one was 16.5 years of age and other was 17.5 years of age. They committed a murder of a 3.5-year-old girl. But the judgment of this case was that only the 17.5-year-old of the offender was tried as an adult, not the 16.5-year-old one, because the 16.5-year-old one was not that mature enough to commit such a heinous offense. So there is so much contradiction in this particular section, in this act. So we need to focus on the loopholes, and we need to eliminate these loopholes also. Also, this section has violated our Article 14 and Article 15, because Article 14 of the Constitution says that everyone is equal before the eyes of the law. But this section of the JJ Act 2015 is treating a child who has not completed 18 years of age as an adult on the basis of the heinous offense he has committed, and still such a person who has not attained 18 years of age cannot be entitled to vote. So in this way there is inequality and contradiction with respect to the Article 14. Also it is contradicting Article 15 clause 3 as well, because Article 15 clause 3 of the Constitution states the ordinances, the amendments, the provisions with respect to the care and protection of the women and the children, whereas this section 15 is trying to prove the Article 15 clause 3 as redundant. So there is a contradiction with the articles also. Now what we can conclude from this entire discussion is that yes, maturity is an arbitrary scale of measurement, and different people have different level of maturity and understanding also. But whereas on one hand you are saying that a person needs to be 18 years of age in order to cast vote, and on the other hand you are trying a person who is above 16 years but below 18 years of age as a criminal, as a culprit, as an adult, because he has committed a heinous offense. Also the main essence of this act, JJ Act, Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act, it talks about the protection and care of the children. And this section is conflicting the very essence of this act, which is a wrong thing. So the legislature need to take into consideration these backlogs, and the legislature need to eliminate and to amend the loopholes, because it is contradicting the essence of this act as well as the laws of our country, and also violating the articles of the Constitution. So guys, that's all about my today's discussion on the topic of this section 15 of JJ Act 2015. I hope you all liked my video. If you have any doubts, any questions with regard to this video, then you can comment in the comment section. Also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Lex Click, and we will meet in our next video with a new topic. Till then, bye.